we're going to be counting down the absolute top 10 greatest cartoon characters ever created. Kicking things off at number 10.
It's Garfield, debuting way back in 1978. Now, while early cartoons leaned heavily on high-stakes, frantic action, Jim Davis proved something entirely different. He proved that a relatable, lazy, lasagna-loving cat with everyday cynicism could be just as captivating. I mean, Garfield absolutely thrives on that deadpan, sarcastic humor. He earns a very solid 9.0 out of 10.
Here's number 9.
Popeye, created all the way back in 1929. And this brilliantly illustrates how early animation could actually pack a real-world punch. This spinach-fueled sailor didn't just define America's golden age of action comedy. His popularity actually boosted U.S. spinach sales by 1/3. He brought this incredibly positive message of strength and perseverance, snagging a 9.1 out of 10.
Moving right along to number 8. Donald Duck hitting the scene in 1934. Disney actually created Donald as a sort of counterbalance to Mickey. He's this expressive comic genius who is famously allowed to have a wonderfully short temper and just endless bad luck. He uses that hilarious voice and sheer determination to turn all those constant failures into these rich comic book adventures. A very well-deserved 9.2. Number 7.
Charlie Brown and Snoopy. You see, the Peanuts gang brought something completely new to the animation table, and that was quiet, emotional depth. Charles M. Schulz, he didn't just draw quick gags. He wove together gentle humor and really universal life lessons that have influenced generations of fans. Really beautiful storytelling here, earning a 9.3 out of 10.
Sliding smoothly into the number 6 spot. The Pink Panther. Get this, originally, he was created just for the opening credits of a live-action movie. But this character quickly evolved into a true symbol of sophisticated animation and iconic jazz. He uses this incredibly elegant, clever visual comedy to solve problems, and he does it all without speaking a single word. A remarkably smooth 9.4. We are cracking the top 5.
Scooby-Doo. Ever since 1969, this franchise has had just endless replay value. The genius here is how the gang takes these seemingly terrifying supernatural mysteries and solves them with great teamwork and perfectly logical explanations. It basically invented an entirely new genre of family-friendly comedy, a massive 9.5.
Here is number 4. SpongeBob SquarePants, bridging the gap right into the modern era. Stephen Hillenburg's endlessly optimistic Sea Sponge started delivering this absurd, highly influential brand of comedy back in 1999. The creative underwater world and its deeply memorable supporting cast have made SpongeBob a modern cultural giant. I mean, the comedy is just so incredibly influential today, that's a phenomenal 9.6 out of 10. Here is number 3. Tom and Jerry. Created in 1940, Hanna-Barbera's legendary cat and mouse duo remains completely iconic. And why? Well, their universal slapstick humor relies almost entirely on nearly wordless storytelling and just pure kinetic energy. This brilliant formula led directly to a string of outstanding Academy Award-winning shorts, an incredible 9.8. Number 2. Mickey Mouse. Debuting way back in 1928, Walt Disney and Ub Iwerks created what is arguably the most famous cartoon character to ever exist. Mickey isn't just the ultimate symbol of Disney with unparalleled global recognition. His historic importance comes from that trademark optimistic spirit, right? He's always overcoming obstacles with intelligence and kindness during his family-friendly adventures. A truly monumental 9.9 out of 10. Of course, we have to take a quick breath to shout out the honorable mentions who also shaped the landscape. We're talking about Dexter's science-themed inspiration, Johnny Bravo's memorable one-liners, Tintin's globe-spanning mysteries, and Ben Tennyson's sparking a modern action revolution. Not to mention Inspector Gadget's teamwork, Dennis the Menace's mischievous chaos, and Winnie the Pooh's timeless friendship and kindness. They all revolutionized the game in their own specific ways. And finally, number 1. Bugs Bunny, earning a flawless, perfect 10 out of 10. Between his brilliant dialogue, his extraordinarily clever humor, and those timeless, endlessly influential catchphrases, he is untouchable. Who is your number 1?